Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel Southern Tea. It's the girl Lady J, back bringing you my commentary on what's happening in female rap and urban news. So before I get into my video, I want you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment, share, and baby, you already here, so you might as well subscribe to the channel, okay? So it's a few topics I want to get into, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first topic I want to get into is Ice Spice, okay? Because fans believe her and Latte Frappuccino was shading each other the other day on Twitter chat, and I want to get my 2 cents on that. Ice Spice had tweeted some lyrics from Princess Diana, so this is what she said. Bitches ain't taking shit from me but notes. So that was Thursday at around 11, okay? Then a few hours later into the day around 3, Latte says, bitches pussy ain't taking none, okay? So if you wonder where that lyric came from, that is a new lyric to her and Mellow Bucks's Boom Part 2. Now, the other day I talked about them being spotted shooting the video, whatever, and I thought the song was called Moscow 2, okay? Because that's what I, know it as, but apparently it's actually called Boom Part 2, whatever, okay? Just like The Boys Are Liars Part 2. Talk about a mess, chat. It just couldn't be called the Boom Remix. Like, y'all just making it obvious. Anyway, in Latte's verse, one of the lines she says is bitches pussy ain't taking nothing. And a lot of people, including myself, feel like, that was kind of shade a little bit towards that Ice Spice's line, bitches ain't taking shit from me but notes, wanna be me, so she do my emotes, okay? And I feel like Ice Spice is very subtle with her shade because she tweeted that for a reason. She been seeing a conversation, in my most humble opinion, being had around Latte copying her. Take this new video Latte got out with Mellow Books, for example. Do y'all see how Latte is dressed, or is it just me and we gonna be blonde to that? Okay, she don't know if she want to be Cardi and Glorilla or Ice Spice in when she was in her mood video. But I tell you what though, the attire is definitely giving Ice Spice. The oversized coat, the jeans with the panties showing, the white tank, the straight hair, the dance moves. In her mood video, Ice Spice was shaking her ass outside the window of a car, and in this video, Latte is doing the same thing but on top of the car. Okay, Latte even toting around and carrying her little purse like Ice Spice, and y'all know Ice Spice stay with her purse. Okay, as a matter of fact, there was a viral post or a meme that went around the other week about how Ice Spice always got her little purse at her side, and she had it all up in her mood video, and here Latte go with her little purse to tote around throughout the video. Okay, and Ice Spice was surrounded, by people shaking her ass, had girls smacking on her ass, and Latte did too. So, all of these aren't coincidences, okay? So, is Latte using Hot Spice's emotes? I think so, bitch. Okay, that's what it's looking like to me. I told y'all I'm believing on coincidences, okay? So, my little theory, I believe Hot Spice seen a combo being had around this hoe copying her. Okay, like I said, because people was talking about the snippet of the video days ago. Let's keep it a buck. So I think Ice Spice took note of the video coming out today, because or yesterday, because I'm late recording this video, and I think she noticed a lot of similarities, okay, to her video and this video. So I think she tweeted the lines for who they was probably directed for, and a bitch, shit, felt some type of way and tweeted some lines back. Okay, that's what I think this was, and can't no hoe convince me different. I peeps game, baby. Do you hear me? These bitches was definitely up here subtweeting each other, but honestly, I don't want to see no more Twitter shit. From this point on, I want all shots to be taken into music. Okay, if you want to throw a jab here and there on social media every now and again, like I said, to gag a hoe, that's cool. If you already put out the song though, and you already highlighting the dish you took, it can't be no weak shit either. But I 100% believe these two was subbing one another. Ice Spice is like, bitch, I see you out here copying me, and Latte is like, bitch, ain't nobody taking nothing, but that's just how I take it. You can be dense if you want to, but let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, switching gears real quick, speaking of Latte, like I said, she is on Mellow Bucks's Boom Part 2. I guess, like I said, they was trying to get the, Live Part 2 moment on, whatever. But I can tell you right now, that's not going to happen. For one, Pink Panthers is actually popular. She's pretty popping on TikTok. Mellow Bucks, gotta keep it a buck, ain't really popping like that. This song is doing, all right on TikTok, but I don't think it's gonna be this big thing like Boys Are Liars Part 2 or Tomorrow 2 or anything like that, in my most humble opinion, and that's no shade. For one, I'm so confused. Latte just dropped the pop record like 3-4 weeks ago, and you already, dropping another song. First of all, you trying to market that pop song to a pop or mostly white audience if you want to keep it a buck, okay? So maybe you do gain a little few white followers. Then the next thing you follow up with is this hard ass trap ass sounding ass song. And now you go from promoting lottery to this. baby, what era are you in? Nothing is consistent from Latte at this point. Like, all her shit she be putting out is just all over the place, for one. Nothing is sounding uniform. 1 minute you teaming up with Glory Hallelujah in an attempt to make a club banger that flops. Then you put out a freak hoe song that flops. You put out a pop song that flops. And then follow it up with a trap rap collaboration. Like, baby, who are you and where are you going? Because I'm confused. And if I'm confused, I know her audience is confused about who she is as an artist. Like, if you want to experiment with different sounds, that's what different eras are for, if you ask me. You know, Nicki sounded uniform and she sounded one way in the Pink Friday era versus the Pink Print era versus the Queen era and now the Queen Sleaze era. But never was she all over the place with her back-to-back releases. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into this song. So one of the first things I noticed Latte says is, bitch, you a flop, get a job. And the only person I can really think of is maybe Rennie Rucci or Mela Rex, because, you know, she had issues with both of them in the past. Mela Rex more recently because, you know, Mela Rex basically, when it came to that whole Latte talking about a male rapper who gave her about a hard time clearing the verse for her album, she was basically like, you know, don't tempt these niggas and cover up in these business meetings or whatever. So, you know, they had that issue. But other than them two, I really don't know who the fuck she calling a flop, because, you know, bitch, you need to put the hat on your own head, because you're right there flopping with them too, boo. I mean, where is Lottery? Because one thing for sure and two for certain, Ice Spice ain't flopping if that's who you trying to get at. Okay, she on a few rap hoes right now putting up numbers, like her or not. Anyway, another line that I noticed is when she said, turn a subtweet into a business. This was definitely a shot at Nicki Minaj because, you know, Latte's whole current career is being fueled off the back of her argument with Nicki. It's the highlight of her career. So I'm sure after that, you know, situation alone, it brought out all the hating ass roaches and, you know, they reached out to Latte to collab or some lame ass shit like that. You know, it was already exposed after her beef with Nicki on Twitter. It got a few people to nominate her for a Grammy. So, I mean, hey, sad that she basically acknowledging her career being built off Nicki Minaj. But like Nicki said, these hoes is slow. They slower than sloths. Clearly, baby, do you hear me? Okay. And then Latte said, heard your album, that ain't it, who you fooling, I ain't even flinch. I definitely feel like that was for Ice Spice because Mela Rex don't have an album. Rennie Rucci ain't released a project either. Ice Spice, on the other hand, has dropped an EP in January. And a lot of people felt like Princess Diana, and in her mood, she was taking shots at Latte. Now, Latte saying the project ain't it, but, you know, and she's saying she ain't flinch at them so-called shots Ice Spice was taking, but baby, it did better than your album, okay? Her shit done sold over 100,000 units in less than a month of her dropping it. And then, you know, In Her Mood and Princess Diana already sold 100,000 each on their own. So, baby, maybe her album was it, or maybe her project was it. So, like I said, if, you know, what she say? If I was bitches that hate me a lot, I think that's, you know, somebody's in their mood, child. That's starting to get to her. Now, just for a side note, Latte also said that she be singing on the mic like it's Rolling Loud. Baby, reality is Latte was literally the only rap bitch not at Rolling Loud, okay? That was like last weekend. Saweetie popped out, City Girls, Ice Spice, Bia, Nicki. Where the fuck was you at, Latte? Okay? Don't you got a song to promote? Why was your ass not out there, girl? Okay? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the song. I mean, I don't know. Overall, it was alright, I guess, but the bars wasn't hitting like a play fight. Okay, baby, do you hear me? She gonna have to come a little bit harder, okay? Especially since Nicki dragged your ass along with two other bitches at the same damn time. This is how you coming, baby? No, okay. But y'all let me know what you think about it. Now, real quick, Latte said something interesting in the process of promoting this song. And she said it on both Twitter and Instagram. So this is what she said on Twitter in response to a fan who asked her how it was to work with Mela Bucks. Latte said this: she that girl for real. Got her hood on lock and they show me so much love. She the hardest out. I only stamp bitches that really rap and really like that. Chicago up 1,000. Then she turned around and posted this weird ass shit on her Instagram story. I don't stamp no play hoes. Big bucks to you little bitches. Pressure. Pretty as fuck. Really like that. Punchline tittin'. Chicago up 1,000 points. So you see, Latte putting emphasis on her quote unquote stamping hoes that she say can really quote unquote rap, and that is quote unquote really like that. Say what the fuck you want, but Latte is clearly shading Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. Because the other day we all clearly seen Nicki Minaj do what? Didn't she shout out and show love to Ice Spice like 3-4 days ago? Didn't she say Ice Spice was the people's princess just like the article dubbed her? Didn't she comment under Ice Spice Rolling Loud photo and repeat her Princess Diana lyrics? Didn't she post Ice Spice to her story? And guess what? It clearly got a rise out of Latte ass, because if it didn't, she wouldn't feel the need to say all of this. Bitch is just mad because Nicki ain't stamp you. Okay, let's keep it a buck. And another thing, I want to know, bitch, who the fuck are you to stamp any bitch? Okay, bitch, ain't you the one claiming that quote unquote new title? So if you such a new artist, what the fuck is your stamp worth? And even more so, what weight does it even hold? What doors is Mellow Books now able to walk through because of you? Girl, you 23. Like, stop acting like an OG, baby. Okay? It's a time and a place, baby. You hoes love to age shame so much, but, in actuality, the only hoes that can stamp any bitch is the hoes y'all love to talk about age. Even Lil' Kim has the ability to stamp a bitch. Now, will it mean anything in the industry? Probably not. But to the culture, maybe so. Nicki Minaj is the most powerful stamp a female rapper can have. So, again, what the fuck is a latte stamp worth? Just say you fucks with the bitch's bars because you can't stamp now, ho. The only real reason she said that is because Nicki stamped Ice Spice. Point blank, period. Argue with the wall. I said what I said. I read all in between them damn lines, baby. Do you hear me? Lastly, real quick, can somebody humble Alyssa ass and let her know she ain't no goddamn gangster while she talking about ain't no cap in her rap just because her stupid ass decided to take her ass into the airport with a handgun? These bitches is slower than sloths, okay? And then she out here rapping about it like it's a flex, baby. It's a weird flex, okay? And then when Latte was asked to shed some light on that part of, Boom Part 2, when she basically talked about getting locked up in the airport, her dumb ass gonna say, went to LAX with a loaded Glock 17 and my Burt got locked and let out in a few hours. LMAO booked the $75K jet to my show in Alabama and still made it on time. No cap in my rap. Now, what I want to know is, you knew you had that type of shit on you. That ain't something you forget you have going into a motherfucking airport with motherfucking TSA. Why you ain't just book a jet to begin with, bitch? What sense did it make to go to LAX knowing you can't get past TSA with that shit? Like Nicki said, child, these hoes are slower than sloths. And then you gonna pay $75K for the jet, bitch. I hope you made at least half of that back at that goddamn show. But I don't know who out here booking Latte for $75K. I don't even know who out here booking her for, $50K. Because Latte ain't popping like that. I gotta keep it real. Latte is not in demand like that. Hence the reason she been fishing for another hit since Big Energy. At the end of the day, you are a Columbus, Ohio resident or born native turned Clayton County resident. And baby, according to Amaretta the Great, that is not Atlanta. Okay. Baby, the streets is saying you got beat up by a child. So I'm kind of annoyed with this hard ass Southern bitch Latte try to portray with that voice and accent that ain't ever consistent. And then she gonna say she was just answering questions and we think she trying to flex going to jail. Well, baby, you the one put it the way you put it. Took a Glock to the airport, went to jail, booked a private jet after, like, okay. So anyway, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on it below. So the next topic I want to get into is Cardi B, because the other day she felt the need to repost about her past success since she has no recent success to brag about. So the post said, highest selling female songs each year in the U.S. since 2010. And the only reason, in my most humble opinion, that, she reposted this is because it has nothing to do with Nicki Minaj and it's an accomplishment. Anything that has Nicki's name tied to it, though, she's not going to repost. Because when these same stats come out about most streamed female rappers and best rap verses and all these other articles, Cardi's name is nowhere to be found. So she needs anything that will highlight her, even if it means old news and old accomplishments. Nevertheless, she can be proud of them, whatever, but Lady J see through the bullshit, okay? Now, I can't verify this chart because it wasn't from an official music account or blog or Billboard statistic or any outlet of real source for that matter. It was a goddamn Disney page, so, go figure. Like I said, anything to make her feel like she doing something or reminding the people of what she done did, because clearly ain't, much going on for her right now, except, her holding on for dear life to tomorrow too. Cardi just ain't hitting for the people no more, in my most humble opinion. Because, she out here tweeting her own certified fan pages because ain't nobody noticed that it got blacked out, as if to indicate new content, new era, and new music. They been did this shit, but, because nobody noticed and no blog posted about it, Cardi felt the need to go and do what? make people notice. So she tweets the fan page on Twitter with heart, or not heart, but the eye emojis, so people can go and click on the page and see, oh, it's blacked out, Cardi must be coming, so she can trend. Again, ain't nobody checking for what Cardi have going on like that to me, unless they're mumbling and cackling with her in the goddamn group chats. So Cardi says she has the music coming. She better be coming hard than a bitch, I know that, because hot shit was not the way to step, especially now that Nicki came for your ass once again, because she already dissed her on We Go Up, and now again on Red Ruby the Sleeves, she is coming for that face card that she is, claiming declines, okay? So Cardi better come back hard, and if she don't respond, I bet not ever see her lift a finger to tweet no subliminals or like no shady shit, and that's period. I just want to know what the fuck kind of songs she thinks she gonna perform at Rolling Loud Thailand, because, she don't really have nothing out. We already know she could probably start and end the show with Tomorrow Too, because that's the only thing hot she got right now. She probably won't even perform hot shit, and the rest is all going to be old shit. She might throw in one new song, maybe one, and that may be a snippet, but, we going to have to see. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts on it below. So the next topic I want to get into is Onika Tanya, because the other day she went in on these trolls, baby. Do you hear me? So to keep a long story short, Nicki's second fan base, Barty Gang, went on Twitter and basically got to photoshopping her shit, like they do all the time. And this time Onika was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go ahead and drag you hoes for the one time. Okay? Like, the nerve of you hoes trying to Photoshop my body when y'all Faye be Photoshopping her face. So let's go ahead and get into some of the things Nicki had tweeted. So she said this. Anytime the queen pop out, oh look, obsessions. Getty. The queen can leave for months. Soon as she pop out, oh, look. 2020, child, I can't talk. 2023, not the year to play with Onika Tanya, Mirage, Petty, Red Ruby the motherfucking Sleeves, Chun Li, Nick, the Harajuku Barbie, 40, yup, 40 with the 30 clips, Epics with the switch. Photoshop them bars, Photoshop them sales. Baby, not the sales and the bars. Okay, gag these hoes for the one time then. So I told y'all she was making a play off people coming for her age and the Megan situation back when I reviewed the song when it dropped. And I heard that, 40 with the clips line. I knew that was a play on her age and the Megan situation. So that's just a sidebar. She's a genius. Anyway, when Nicki tweeted Getty, that was a shade towards Cardi B. That's what a lot of people are saying, and I believe it. Okay, because if you keeping up, or at least checked out my last video, I talked about how people been having this conversation as it pertains to Cardi's face for the 2023 Vanity Fair party last weekend for the Oscars, and people noticed the great difference between the photos Cardi posted versus the photos Getty captured in real time. So while these fans up here photoshopping Nicki Minaj, Nicki, okay, looks like Nicki in real life. On the other hand, y'all faves, baby, y'all faves ain't looking like y'all faves when they on Getty, okay? Because that face tune, baby, it's coming through, baby. Do you hear me? So, anytime Nicki gags hoes on Twitter or social media, it's the same old narrative starting of her being bitter and old. But, at the end of the day, y'all got to understand, Nicki is a rapper. Y'all don't say this when it's these other hoes, okay? And y'all don't say this when it comes to these niggas. They can talk all this shit they want, but when Nicki gag these hoes for the one time, she's an old, washed up, bitter bitch. Talk about the tomfoolery. I sometimes hate, though, when Nicki let these trolls, get her, riled up to where she going off like this on Twitter, only because I know these people that's going to come with this old narrative and this bitter narrative. I already know it. So sometimes, even though I do wish she keep it all, 100% in the music, at the end of the day, what I realize, Nicki is grown. She's a rapper, most importantly, and she can do what the fuck she want to do, just like the rest of these hoes can do whatever they want and say whatever they want. Nicki can too. And if y'all ain't gonna have this energy for them, don't have it for Onika, okay? Period. Because one thing for sure and two for certain, she can do and say whatever online because she always gonna make sure she put it in the music before any of that shit. So stop thinking y'all gonna play with her. She gonna air y'all out and not give a damn every time. Y'all been saying the same shit, and yet she continues to do what she want to do every time. So just shut the fuck up and enjoy the music. While you hoes was so quick to compare likes on social media, y'all hoes is up here comparing likes on social media on the big Instagram pictures. But I bet y'all won't compare them sales or them bars. Okay, let's talk about that. They talking about Megan getting 3 million likes on a photo she done posted the other day versus, how many likes Nicki could get. But what they won't talk about is Nicki outselling that ass and out rapping that ass. Okay, so y'all let me know what y'all think about it down below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Coi Leray. So Coil had an interview with Billboard that came out the other day, right before she took stage at Rolling Loud, and she mentioned a couple of things I want to talk about. So this is what she said.
Tell me what moment in that like trajectory you're like, I've made it. This is it.
When I found out I was on the top 10 UK charts, and then the top 20 pop charts, and then top 20 Billboard. That was like a big stepping stone for me, because my dream was to cross over. And of course, I love Billboard. Like, I look up to you guys. You guys are watching me grow, so I can't wait to show you how much more I have for you.
And we love watching.
Yeah, thank you.
And then what do you think about this? Like, it's Women's History Month. Like, the come up of like your generation of artists right now, you and like Ice Spice. What do you feel like you guys are stating?
I feel like it's just confidence. Like, we're just giving you good vibes, good energy, good music. Like, I don't.
So as you heard, she mentioned that she felt like she crossed over because, you know, her song Players made the top 10 UK charts, top 20 Billboard charts, and was on the top 20 pop charts. So because of all these things, she felt like she quote unquote crossed over. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I say slow the fuck down, ma'am. Okay. She also mentioned that her and Ice Spice are, you know, basically stating confidence, and they come up, which I can't agree with. You know, say what you want about Coi Leray, but she has gained a lot of confidence over the years, and it shows in her work ethic. And y'all see how she's been working the fuck out of the song Players, even when people really wasn't fucking with it like that to begin with. She believed in the song, kept working it, took advantage of TikTok, and, you know, it earned her a top 20 hit. Ice Spice confidence and good vibes is also got her out here in the top 20 and even the top 5. So, you know, I can agree with that. But as far as her crossing over, baby, no. She gonna need a couple of more songs, more than just the one top 20 Billboard song to, you know, cross over. She gonna need a couple of them. I can agree that she reached international success with this song, but I wouldn't just yet call her a crossover artist. I feel like she low-key got to put in more work, and really high-key. Coi has a lot of viral songs to me, you know, not a lot of crossover songs or mega successful singles. Okay, this song Players did better than No More Parties. This song is probably her, you know, this is her most successful song today, and it's done really well, doing really well. So I ain't mad at her for doing what she got to do to stay afloat, but I can't personally call her a crossover artist just yet. But if she keep being consistent with the music she put out and, you know, can manage the same results each time, then we could come back and revisit that conversation as a crossover artist. But until then, no ma'am, keep the ham. Okay, so, you know, keep up with the confidence. But, you know, no to the crossover. Not right now. Let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Saweetie. Because earlier yesterday, Saweetie was slightly trending for a tweet that found itself in her likes. And the tweet was about Lil Nas X. And it said this: I feel like he's not really gay or not really that feminine. It's so forced. And Saweetie, you know, she liked this tweet. Now, at first, I was like, girl, I know you ain't talking with this wannabe ghetto girl persona you be having going for your brand, which, you know, works for you, but is clearly forced. So, you know, I was just like, girl, please. You was better off not agreeing and scrolling. You ain't have to like this shit. Now, on the other hand, though, I can also agree with why anybody would kind of like it or agree to some extent, because I kind of got what the tweet was saying or attempting to say. I mean, at least from what I got from it, I think it's quite clear the nigga is into men and feminine shit. You know, he likes to twerk and shit, so obviously he likes men. So, you know, there's no question about him being gay. I just don't think his whole persona comes across as natural, if that makes sense. It's almost as if he does things for clout and shock value, and that's just my most humble opinion. You know, he's a troll to me. So a lot of what he does just don't seem organic, and I kind of think that's what, you know, they was trying to say, if you ask me. And if that's the case, then I do agree with that, if that's what they were trying to say. I low-key think if that, you know, the right woman came across Lil Nas X way, he might would date her. I low-key think the nigga go both ways, if I'm gonna keep it a buck, my most humble opinion, okay? Anyway, the tweet remained liked and in her likes for over an hour or so before fans noticed, and it began to get a little traction, and before the blogs finally posted it. And then that is when she came back and cleared it up and said this: he was looking fine as fuck, and that's why I liked the video. I didn't see the shadiness, unlikes. This is where I gotta call bullshit. This is 2023 and you grown as the fuck. You is too damn old to just be liking shit without reading what the fuck it say. Okay, you know this tweet, this got a whole caption with it, baby. So you just saw him in the photo, ignore what the caption was saying, and just liked it. Like, baby, come on now. These celebrities know better than this. That's too easy of a way to set yourself up, just blindly liking shit and not reading. I thought we were all taught that reading was fundamental. Okay, now could she have been honest? Yeah, maybe so, because it's actually slow folks out here that just be liking shit without paying attention to context. Saweetie, though, is college educated. I ain't think she was one of them. Okay, either way, I don't buy it. Still know what the fuck you meant by liking a tweet. But it's, ironic to me how after celebrities do shit like this, they have something coming out shortly after. It's almost as if they do things to trend, to get people interested in what they're about to put out. And yes, Saweetie does have new music coming out. So what better time to get her name back up in the blogs before dropping that? So the new music that Saweetie is coming out with is a feature with Young Baby Tate. Because, Young Baby Tate is the one who announced it, that, Saweetie is going to be on her Hey Mickey remix. So Hey Mickey is like a 5-6-year-old song. It came out in like 2016. But anyways, it's Young Baby Tate's song where she was basically copying Nicki's whole delivery and flow from her and Usher's, Lil Freak, if you ask me. So because of TikTok, this song, Hey Mickey, has found a newfound popularity and success. Kind of like what happened with Chris Brown's Under the Influence. It came out like 3-4 years ago, popped off in 2022. And it's like one of the best songs out right now, if you ask me. Anyway, the song has been going viral, pretty popular on TikTok, and this weekend at the Spotify Feeling Myself fashion show, Young Baby Tate revealed that Saweetie is going to be on the remix to the song.
We have a remix coming up. I guess I'll give Spotify the exclusive. We have a remix coming up with Saweetie, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh my God, did I just get the tea? You just got to clock that tea.
So let me know what you think about it and if you're here for it. Personally, they can keep it. I mean, the song ain't, just bad or nothing, but I would be lying if I said I ever gave it even one stream. Even though I do find Young Baby Tate to be very talented and she can sing too, I'm just not a fan of this song. And Saweetie's non-rapping ass is not going to make me like it any better, okay? I like Saweetie for many things, but rapping is not one of them. And I wish she would either get help or hang it up flat screen. So, when I think about Saweetie liking and unliking that tweet and addressing it, all I could think about, it was simply to get posted by the blogs and get some traction. And, and I think she did just that. All these bitches need some traction at some point. Nobody was talking about Saweetie prior to that. She whole performed at Rolling Loud. It made no traction from that. She was at the Vanity Fair Oscars party, had no traction coming from that. And, she done had these rumors about her and YG going around with this, weird ass photo that she's oddly booed up with him in, and she ain't ever bothered to come out and dispel none of that, and it still brought no traction around it. So I mean, y'all can best believe she coming out with new music, and not just this song with Young Baby Tate. Saweetie said last year that 2023 was supposed to be the year of Pretty Bitch Music, which is her debut album. Now it's supposed to come out like 4 years ago. So I definitely feel like she actually might drop it this year. And all these things, all these little instances that we keep seeing her name trending. I don't know. I feel like those are all just things to help come out with, help with her rollout or her promo. But that's just my little 2 cents. You can let me know yours below. So remember, this is my commentary, my opinion. You can let me know yours down below. I look forward to reading them. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and lounge at me on my Twitter at Southern T, and that's Southern T with 2 A's. I will see y'all in my next video.